Hi guys, it's Tina. I'm making a lovely garden vegetable soup tonight. And my sister Glenda makes one very similar, and I love eating hers, so I thought we'd make one together and replicate hers a little bit. I've got red cabbage, a yellow squash, and a zucchini. I've got one onion. I used yellow, and I've already chopped that up and put it aside, and yes, my eyes are still watering a little bit from it. I've got a can of sweet corn. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And a can of basil, garlic, and oregano diced tomatoes. It doesn't have the balsamic in it, but we could add that because I think it gives a nice flavor. Let me grab it real quick. I like to add a bit of balsamic or other vinegars to my soups, just to give a little bit of flavor. I want to put about 2 tablespoons of that. You know how I am with measuring. And then I've got a can of tomato paste. I'm going to put that in. And to get as much of it out as I can, I'm going to run water into that can and then put it into my soup, into the pot, so that we kind of rinse out the can, because we've got to do that for recycling anyway. And then we'll get what's left of that tomato paste out. Some of it anyway. Just cleaning out my spoon. And it wouldn't be my kitchen if I didn't make a mess all over everything, right? All right, then we're gonna dice these up so that they're bite size to go into the soup. And she does not like any kind of pasta or noodles, so she doesn't put any in hers. But you can if you want. If you like pasta and you're not opposed to eating it, go ahead and add some in. I'm not going to either, because I want this to be whole food with nothing processed in it. But it's okay to have a little bit of process in the form of pasta once in a while. I'm just cutting this up so that it's about the size of our spoons. I can make soup today because we've had a really rainy day all day long. When it gets real hot, we certainly don't like to eat soup. But if it's been a bit chilly, then we can get away with it. Then I'm going to just cut up very, very small some of this red cabbage. And then I'll give it some color and added nutrients. Again, I don't measure, but that looks to be about 1½ cups. And then to give us some protein in this, I'm going to bring in some red lentils. Yeah, I've got stuff on a shelf over there, out of camera view. And put about a half a cup of red lentils. And that'll give you your protein. And make it a complete balanced dish, because tomatoes are actually a fruit, and then you've got your protein, and then your veg. Okay, and then we're going to put about a tablespoon of onion powder and about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. And of course it would have helped if I'd opened that up instead of shaking it. And that's what we've got. Now I'm just going to add water to where it's at the top of the veg. And this is just a regular Dutch oven type pot. Okay. Stir it up real good, and if you don't want to use balsamic vinegar, you can use red wine vinegar. That would be fine in there. Just gives it a little bit of flavor. Okay, stir it, whoops, put it over here where you can see it. Stir it up real good and cook it about a half an hour to 45 minutes on the stove. And I'll show a picture at the end to show you what it looks like. Have a good day, guys.